to Chasing Dragons. You're with your host, Rakaya, also known as Miss America. This is episode number 5. We have now returned from summer break. Yes, I definitely decided that I needed to take a break from creating. Honestly, this is probably something that's going to happen over and over again, and I'm not really in the habit or the spirit of apologizing for taking a break. But one thing I would say is I have come back with more refined thoughts, and I think a broader perspective, especially just finding it necessary to use a platform, build a platform in the vein of what is happening globally. I think it is a disservice to not use your voice, especially if you have something to say. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'm excited about what we're going to be discussing for this episode. What I have on the agenda for today is one, maybe just talking. That is a bop for the bad bitches. Excuse my French, but I just gotta call it how I see it. Veda makes music for the bad bitches. And also, I'm potting for the bad bitches. And I want to be very clear here. Like, I think in the past episodes and just doing this radio show, doing this podcast shit for a couple years, I've been really trying to figure out how I want to go about it, who I want to be, how I want to talk, how I want to lay it all out. And then it dawned on me that I actually prefer to just speak how I typically would speak versus coming on here trying to sound all politically correct. So let's just get that out of your mind or framing of this is not politically correct. I am not Candace Owens, and I actually want to quickly talk about Candace Owens because I was having a conversation with someone, and I was talking to them, of course, because I was having a conversation with them. And I was saying that, I was listening to Candace Owens' podcast, and they kind of screwed their face up, which I understood because I used to screw my face up at Candace Owens as well. And it's interesting how you can go from maybe thinking someone is like a coon or thinking someone be shucking, because that's it. That is what I felt about Candace Owens. I was like, what's going on? What in the Oreo is happening here? And then I started tuning into her show, and I realized, damn, she actually has a perspective that is captivating, honest, and based on her reality, her experience. And for me, I have nothing but respect for that, especially when someone's work ethic and also integrity matches that. She lives what she says. I don't have to agree with her truth to recognize that she stands in it. So with that being said, I be checking her podcast occasionally. I think I might have mentioned it a couple times here because she really informs the way that I come on the mic, the way that I decide to state in my truth, be who I am. So it's I was watching her show, and this whole Charlie Kirk thing, I actually don't know what's going on. I think so currently I live in London. If you didn't know that, I've mentioned it in the past, but yes. And I'm like watching from afar because I don't get US media, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. A little bit of what I know is like clearly Charlie Kirk is to some people viewed as, and when I say some people, it's because I'm very objective. It is what it is. So some people view him as a racist. I had heard some of his comments around black women, around trans people. I think that he's said some very vile, um, like all of the ideas of extreme right political ideology. Charlie Kirk aligns with those. He has passed on. I do not disrespect the dead. He was a man. He had an opinion. Okay. So with that being said, his life was taken from him. He was shot at a rally. I believe he was on a college campus. Charlie Kirk was a head of this organization called, I think it's called Turning Point USA. And I honestly, I wasn't familiar with Turning Point prior to this, so this is like all news to me. Sorry, maybe I was under a rock. Um, okay, so he is at a rally. Boom, gets shot at the rally, and there's all this speculation about what happened. Mind you, this is September 10th. September 10th, like if you know, then you know September 10th, September 11th, September America, like, you feel me? So it's a bit like it's a bit of a side. I understand why people have been concerned around the stories that have came out. Um Immediately at the incident, some older man decided to say, "Oh, I did it," and like was yelling. He was like, "Oh, I did it," and it was like, you didn't do it. And then it turns out later that that guy, that older man, was I believe he was charged with having like child pornography on like his computer. So it's just like super odd, super odd. And then, okay, boom, they do find out who killed Charlie Kirk, allegedly. Rather quickly, they was like, yep, we know who did it. And that was odd too, because it's like, damn, y'all knew kind of quick. It kind of seemed like y'all could have prevented it. I mean, if you knew. Okay, anyways, so that happens, and basically Candace Owens is on the case because apparently her and Charlie Kirk was locked in. That was her bro. She's riding out for bro. And yeah, apparently she doesn't believe what the FBI is saying, and rightfully so. Why would you believe the feds? Okay, so that whole situation is taking place in America right now, the United States, yada yada, watching from afar. And what's happening is people are starting to get a bit concerned. People are starting to think that the government may be lying about like everything. Like maybe everything that they've ever told us was a lie. Like, I don't know. I don't People are really freaking out about it, and I'm just in London, from afar, like maybe this country has a few more years until it crumbles, so sorry. But in that, Donald Trump is simultaneously deciding to send in ICE agents and U.S. military into major U.S. cities, basically declaring war on U.S. cities. He feels like the way to take out the threat is from within. Like, this is just what's going on. I think we all know what's going on. I think we've all seen it in TV. I think we've all seen it. White House is down. Yeah, like we all know exactly what's happening. One of my references that I always go back to is American Insurrection. Like that's a documentary about basically it's a documentary that you guys should check it out. I'll say that, but we all see what is going on. I had went to the movies the other night on a date with my man, and we had went and seen One Battle After Another with Tiana Taylor, Leonardo DiCaprio. I made the joke the other day that Leonardo DiCaprio is pushing 70. Maybe I was being dramatic, but like it just pissed me off because why do we have Tiana Taylor, like sexy mommy, sexy guy, like fade, like on Leonardo DiCaprio's lap? It's unbelievable. In his face, breath to breath. I don't think it just it was cringe. It ruined the movie for me. My thing is like, okay, cool. If we're gonna do okay, rites of passage for the black woman to kiss, black actress has to kiss white man in film thing. Can we make it sexy? We could have got Shonda Rhimes on the case, because for me, it was hard to watch, and it was unpleasant. But outside of that, I mean, because she was only on screen for just a tad bit, she collected her check and went on about her business. The rest of the film, I didn't understand its purpose, but it's another foreshadowing of what's to come. And with that, rest in peace, Asada Shakur. That's I don't even want to go down that, but rest in peace, Asada Shakur. I think that knowing that we live in a time of being a revolutionary, having a platform where people like Candace Owens has to activate a death switch. I just think that, I think it's a dead man switch, excuse me. Knowing that we have journalists or podcasters or people who are just speaking that have to take these types of measures, because we no longer live in a society where you just gonna be able to cross the border, babe. Like AI, passport, camera, CCTV, social media, Palantir, like your ass is virtually grass out here in these streets. So stay safe, and most importantly, stay dangerous. And with that being said, up next, we have 52 Bars Part 2 by Lil Durk.
Cook boy, baby.
Yeah. They told me come back on another bars, you hear me? I'ma do it though. This ain't 52, but it's bars, cat. Gangsta grill. Body pack. For them, they done chopped his ass. No parole, but the pole I got, it done dropped his ass. No toe, headshot, gave his whole top attack. Drama hat, in the cut when I'm a Zach. Copycat, coppers on my ass and shit. Ain't do it in the set, niggas know my resume. 30 Papa Baby Key, you don't know who Baby is. 06, Warline, OTF the family. Even my barber tape and shit. Uzi spit, got a deal, coolin' with my movie bitch. Movie clip for a op nigga or a goofy bitch. Get head from my groupie bitch, you wife and hoes, you losing it. Thinking you aluminum, you will get scratched, bang, homicide. Police said my baby shy. Something low before your ass was born, I say 100,000. Daddy on this savage shit, you know that boy be wildin' out. You know I bring savage out, looking like why they hiding out. Drama life, but my whole family told me calm it down. Bro, them gotta be bonding now, me and my bitch be bonding now. No cash, but the mag I got that bitch work condom style. I spit crack like Bobby Brown, they know I'm a problem child. Wife, we don't do that shit be trifling. Cause the same bitch ain't eat the click like she dyking. Loving hoes, then the same bitch ain't put that pipe in. She sucking dick, that's the same bitch you get good night kiss. Sucker, yo ass a sucker. Superman. If I can't make you dance, I bet that Uzi can. Backflip, if you front your move when that max spit. All I know is drill, drill, drill on my back shit. Scat, scat, yeah. Yeah. Scat, yeah. I'm back in. My shooters gon' shoot some shit, roofing shit, cause we do this shit. Black goes on some spooky shit, dropping shit, we go through some shit. Red light, red tape, caught couple L's on some goofy shit. Goofy niggas claiming shit, niggas ain't even do the shit. OTF 300, 300, no that be GBE. Body count with the odds, we on top cause we stay in the lead. Don't lie, it crack, no Chris Paul, my clippers give him 3. You better attend to see, I ain't talking Tennessee. Massacre, robbing shit, masked up like I'm Dracula. Mobbing shit, no Gucci, man, niggas know that we cashing up. Twister with the blicky, it's black and it's spitting fast as fuck. Nigga rapping lifetime, whoever thought I'd pass him up. I'm from West High and we gang bang. When Shorty be posting and cuts in them gangways. Ranger nigga, police ass niggas call him Ranger niggas. Free my nigga Richie Rich, he be so quick to change a nigga. Squad, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling good.
It is crazy looking back at 52 Bars Part 2. I feel like I was in maybe 8th grade when that song came out. Oops, I'm showing my age, but I think I was in 8th grade when that song came out. And I remember just the energy that it had and like how crucial it was to memorize it and the importance of watching the YouTube video at that time. For me, my strategy to stay up to date was, one, you had to have all of the mixtape apps downloaded because there were updates every day. Like, you had to stay on top of that, refresh, see who dropped a new mixtape, right? And you went and downloaded so you abreast to what's going on. But in terms of memorizing songs, I used to be on YouTube watching the lyric videos, like really trying to get it down packed, because when the song comes on and it's time to recite it, you better have it down packed. And this was one of those tracks, and it is even more I think it's even more, I guess it's bittersweet looking back at that moment and looking back at maybe the content of the song and what it created and how I resonated with it and how the young people that look like me also resonated with that song and the content of that song, to now see Lil Durk being in jail or incarcerated for, I think, murder for hire or RICO or a little bit of all of that. And I think, yeah, it's very, I guess, compelling to see how something so dark could also have light to it, or also have a positive impact to it. And this, I guess this connects all the way to just the condition of America currently, right? Because this place that was supposed to be the land of the free, right? This place that was supposed to be built on freedom of speech, freedom of thought, essentially. Like, America was supposed to be the place where you could basically do whatever you wanted to do. It was the Wild West. Guns out, suns out, buns out. Like, it was that type of spot. And to now see that it is turning into, or maybe it always was, we just didn't know, but some sort of capitalistic prison ran by you know, that word, guards, essentially. Like, we are being ran by our own consciousness that is stored in zeros and ones. And yeah, I don't know much, I guess, because I know how I'm going to connect this to what I want to discuss next, but I'm more so just kind of sitting with that concept of something so dark also having a light to it. And I can't even bring myself to say, I think I'm at a point of maturity not to even be able to say, oh, free Lil Durk, like, you know. And I think that saddens me as well. But we do have to maybe look at America, which is truly the belly of the beast, and look at the beauty of what came out of it. I came out of it. Like, my artist name is Miss America for that exact reason, because I feel like I am the embodiment of America's ugliness, truly, in its essence, being a Black woman. Like, my existence is proof of everything disgusting that America has done. And shit, still I rise. And to me, something is beautiful about that. So as much as people be liking to have a foot up they ass, one, about American culture, two, about Black American culture, and trying to say that, oh, it's just rooted in negativity, fuck you and fuck off. Because honestly, that's what we had. That's all we had. Like, that's what we bonded over. Me, when I was in middle school, I went to middle school. At this time, I was going to middle school at a place that it was all white. It was a small group of Black students, and we took up weight, space, and energy, because that's just the type of as we were. Like, that's just what it is to be Black. You take up space, you take up energy. But we had all white teachers, and most of our classrooms were filled with white students. And that's what it was. So that was what we were bonding over. We were bonding over all the things that people, think is some ghetto, hood, ratchet shit. All of the words that they use to stigmatize our culture that we've developed from nothing, that I now see around the world, that I now see everybody want and trying to take claim of. How dare you? And that's why I'm here, to be honest, as a reminder to, like, as a reminder of what America has done. Congratulations. And as we all see and watch the cookie crumble, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if the cookie were to crumble, would it have not deserved it? I mean, I don't know. We, like, the country was started by bandits. Let's just say that. It ran by felons, right? And that's why I'm about to go into Convicted Felons by Doo-Wop Kane.
Cafeteria, everybody gon' eat. Whip out 5, got him running on feet. Talking down, I can't wait till we meet. Saw my face, he ain't know it was me. Put his ass on the Zoomies graphic tee. Bad bitch, and she like, what's the tea? Beat a nigga ass like Mr. T. Robbing niggas, man, I was a thief. Was a thief in the night. Draco with a motherfucking knife. Convicted felon, oh, isn't that nice? Cause I did a dash on tour that night. That nigga a bitch, I don't get the hype. He shoot up, and I swear he a hype. My nigga was in jail so long, he came home, he was tryna use Skype. Not Mario, but she tryna get. I need another hoe for another damn night. He selling his death, so let the price right. Like the Migos, beat it up Friday night. These niggas ain't no shit, you can tell. They hate, and I just wish they as well. You in that courtroom, you gon' tell. Ain't say shit, then you would've got bail. Goddamn, and I swear that you fail. She touching on me like she blind and I'm braille. Good gas, but this shit not for sale. He don't put his soul up, yeah, for sale. Fuck, damn, bitch, I don't give a fuck, don't try my fam. My cousin kill your ass over a gram. Don't talk shit on that motherfucking gram. Might walk down, give a fuck who I am. From the south side, bitch, you say yes, ma'am. Hella motion, bitch, you know I don't scam. Wake up, truck in the AM. Who the fuck is that? I made him. Yo, nigga broke, but no shade to him. I got hurt, cause he know that I'm him. My pocket's fat, and it said fuck a gym. Fuck 12, fuck the CIA too. Fuck the DEA too. Count money on a PJ boo. Claim me a thug, he ain't rich like me boo. Street nigga, but I let the streets boo. Feeling I can't be around like Glock 42. Looking for another bitch, now I'm missing you. Southside, west side, I'm reppin' the two. Convicted felon, put away that damn weapon, dude. Miss thuggin' on the street, nigga, with my crew. Convicted felon, so I can't even shoot. Southside, west side, I'm reppin' the two. Convicted felon, put away that damn weapon, dude. Miss thuggin' on the street, nigga, with my crew. Convicted felon, so I can't even shoot.
Drag and come back to earth.
Growing up in America, I am not unfamiliar to race and the impacts of growing up in a system or an environment that is where basically your future is predicated upon your race and the access to whiteness that you have and that you're able to adapt to. I think that capitalism is inherently a system that perpetuates racism. So growing up in America, where one, like, the way the way that America was designed, the way that enslavement took place in the Americas is like no other. And also what happened post enslavement around segregation, around Jim Crow, around resistance, and also just the violence that has happened against people of darker skins in the United States is unique. I think that the Black American plight is very unique. And with that, I have had to come to terms with how I identify with being Black. And I say Black in quotation marks, in a question mark, in an exclamation point, and a period, because I think it's all of that. Maybe it's also an asterisk. Maybe it's everything after, because it means so much. It could mean so many things. And I think depending on who you're speaking to, people be offended. I be having conversations with people, they be telling me they ain't Black. I be looking at them, I be like, I'm thinking you're Black, and you're telling me you're not Black, and now I'm confused. So it gets really tricky. But I know how I identify, and I know how I've been looked at and perceived being Black in America. So I'm speaking from that. And moving to Europe, UK, London, yes, I am realizing that the way that race is I would say, structured or viewed here is very different than what I've experienced. And it has opened my mind up to the idea of race consciousness, right? When you grow up in a place that is the land of the illusion of the free, when you grow up in a place where it does have such a gross history, it is ran by thieves, bandits, robbers, like it is ran by those folks. Being in a place that has a longer history, not that different of a history, but a longer history, I see race differently. I started to recognize that, wait, class means something. Maybe it's not because I'm Black, but maybe it's because I look poor. Maybe because I look homeless. Maybe because I have on sweats and that's not proper. Like, people are staring at me. Maybe it's not because I am Black. And I think for me, that was a level of confrontation that I had with myself for a long time, because I'm one of those, I'm one of those, like growing up, like I'm like the Black Panther girl, if you've seen Dear White People, like without, like that's just, I am that archetype, I would say. Spoken word poet, like, yeah, that was me for a very long time. I've always been pro-Black. I've always been an activist. I've always been at the marches. I've always been volunteering, organizing. I've always been at the rallies. Like, that's always been a part of me, and having some sort of stake in my community and the sake of my community has always been something that was important to me. So I thought that, like, my perspective on white people was just, I wasn't really fucking with white people. Like, I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, before I moved to Europe, before I started traveling to Europe, I was not fucking with white people. And honestly, living here, nah, I'm kidding. Like, there are some cool white people that I do meet. And because of that, it has informed me. Like, maybe this idea of racism or this system that I'm hating or this whiteness that I'm hating is actually an infrastructure. It's not rooted in a person. It's not rooted in like, oh, a specific ethnicity or a specific race in quotation marks. It's not that. Maybe it's a system that I hate. Maybe it's a mindset. Maybe it's a privilege. Maybe it's a mentality. Maybe it's a consciousness. And I said, okay, race consciousness. What does that mean? And this morning, because I be having my things. And it came to me that I am a believer that this idea of higher being, of like, okay, people can define it as God, people define it as Allah. I will call this being, when I pray, I say Allah. Okay, that force that I can respect if other people refer to it as something different, that unifying force, I've read, could be theorized as love, as this frequency of love. That is the ultimate force. That is the connecting, unseen, unspoken, unexplainable, confusing, conflicting, chaotic, all power. That is that feeling. And how I could see it is that is that feeling expressed in an earthly plane. Maybe that's how we are able to grasp with the power of the creator on the earthly plane, is through this concept of love. Okay. So thinking about that, I'm like, all right, cool. Higher frequency is love, high vibrational energy. Yes. Cool. If the highest frequency in the universe is love, how can we get to that point if we live in a society that is rooted in race consciousness? And it dawned on me that, like, being a person that is born of basically a lower caste, being born black in America, lower caste, we are inherently, like, we are programmed, I would say programmed into, because I don't want to say inherently, because it's not inherent. It's actually systematic programming that's happening to vibrate at a lower frequency of hate. That's what, like, I was really thinking about that. If the highest frequency in this earthly plane that we can feel, that we can experience, is love, what is happening in Black America, the oppression that is happening, is it's not love. It is all rooted in hate. And it could be self-hate. It's like, I'm thinking, right, about growing up and the feeling that I had about myself as a Black woman, as a Black girl, the feeling that I felt around my peers, knowing that the community that I came from was different from what society deemed like acceptable, like considering that, okay, that, like, that's some ghetto shit. Like, oh, when I go to school, I can't talk like that. Like, when I go to school, I can't say that. I can't wear my hair like that. I gotta dress like that. Or, you know, the, oh, am I beautiful? Like, I need to have my hair like this. I need to be, that feeling of already knowing that there was difference had already programmed me to feel less than love. I was all right. Love, I was coming into the world having to understand that people will hate me. People that look like me will hate me, and people that don't look like me will hate me. That was something that I learned very young. And I think a lot of people who identify as Black resonate with that feeling of the moment they realized they were Black and that meant something. bad. That wasn't like, it wasn't good in the hood. You know, like that moment it dawned on you like that, wait, there's something bigger than like my hood. Like there's something bigger than my family, the cookout, the family reunion. It's something bigger than my cousin. It's something bigger than, you know, the kickball. It's something bigger than that. And I'm not a part of that. They don't want me there. That's why I'm stuck here. I can't go there. I gotta act different to go there. Like, all of that, that's race consciousness. And I'm coming from the perspective of the bottom of the totem pole of the race consciousness. But the race consciousness is also downloaded in the other fucking 90% of the world. You looking down upon me, you filled with hate, babes. You will never vibe. You're never, sorry to tell you. You're never going to vibrate at the frequency of love because you have all that hate in your heart. All of that you're doing, all of the energy that people put towards hate. And it's not just about race. I just think about the world and how somehow the people who are running shit have just implemented these systems of hate to distract us from actually figuring out how to get in alignment with love, the ultimate feeling of the universe. Get that hate out, y'all. Like, get that hate out your heart. My new thing, right? My new thing is, instead of calling people haters, I'm calling them agents. That's my new thing. Cause I feel like you're not even a hater. Like, I'm not even vibrating like that. Like, hate, I don't even want to say that word no more. I'm not even saying, I'm on some shit where I'm on my inner stand shit, my overstand, my not grateful. Like, I don't say grateful. I don't even say I don't even want that I'm good off that. So I don't have haters. I have agents, watchers. Feds, federales. That's what I have. I don't have no fucking hater. You can't hate on me. Keep that energy over there. Evil eye back. I'm protected. I don't fuck with that hate. But with that being said, though, because this is where it needs to land, people be trying to land in a different place with this, but let me tell you where I'm landing with this. I am not landing in the, okay, cool, let's just do the interracial marriage thing. I know. Y'all thought I was gonna go there, and no. I'm not there yet. Oh, no, I'm not there yet. Shout out to Yato. Love is love. If it's truly love. And that's where I'm going with it. It's not about, don't date somebody. No. Is it truly love, or is it rooted in self-hate? And if you can say, nah, I genuinely love this person. That goes for anybody. I genuinely love this person. It's not about appearance. It's not rooted in the flesh. I genuinely love this person. I'm vibrating at a high frequency. All right, then rock the fuck out, because you don't got to answer to me. You don't got to answer to me. You're just going to keep reincarnating back here again and again and again and again and again. I'm just telling y'all where I'm trying to go. And I'm not saying that I'm going to make it just yet. Because shit, you already heard me. I already said. I'm still talking shit. I'm still talking. I need to learn a different language than English. Like, there's things that I have to do first before I get to love. So trust me, I still be pissed off. I'm still angry. I'm still. So I'm not even, it's just a thought though. I was really thinking about that. I'm like, wait though. Maybe you woke niggas might be onto something. Okay, Childish Gambino. Like, maybe I was too hard on a couple of you. Just a couple. Maybe I can dial it back. Maybe I see where y'all was going. But slavery still wasn't a choice though. It wasn't. No, I don't. I like, there's a lot of things I can see, but sometimes it'd be a little too much and you have to reel it back in. And that's what I feel about the interracial. Like, really? This is something I don't know if I can actually promote. I'm starting to think, like, can I promote my radio show publicly? Probably not. I probably need to stop saying my fucking name on this. But that's it. Because you know what? On some real shit, like, don't come to me with that hateful energy. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not trying to, like, offend. I'm actually just being honest. And if you feel like you want to share your honest truth, then I'm also accepting of that. Like, love is love, baby. Love is love. And you know what? I don't want no drama, baby. Like, let's do Drama Baby by Baby Sosa. And I'm going to talk to y'all on the next episode.